Hello, my name is Julia. Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing another pick a card reading, and today we are reading What Have People Realized About You? And I was a little hesitant to do this topic at first because I've seen like so many other readers do this topic, but I just had to remind myself that each and every one of us has our own special and unique channel and connection to spirit. And so the filter and the lens through which we receive messages is different. So there's just so many different things that will come out, I'm sure, from each reader. So I usually try to do different topics to give people a variety of choices of things they choose to watch. But today we're going to see what we can get into on this topic. I think it's going to be a pretty good one because it just started tugging on my heart out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, well, let's do it. So we are going to have 5 piles. Let me show you what we have right here with the blue candle, pile 1. Okay, with the purple candle, pile 2. With the red candle, pile 3. The pink candle is pile 4. And last but definitely not least, the 5th candle, pile 5, with the yellow candle. I said that backwards, didn't I? The yellow candle is pile 5. As per usual, timestamps will be in the description and in the comments. And I just want to add that I have opened up private readings. I mentioned that in my last reading. And any information you need on that will be in the description. And yeah, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I sure would love to see you here again. So I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 1. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the blue candle, pile 1, this is your reading. What have people realized about you? Okay, so we're going to mix it up a little bit. I usually start at the top or the bottom, but today I'm going to start somewhere kind of in the middle. I'm going to start with the animal cards. So spider reverse, bear, shark reverse, scorpion, panther. Oh, okay. So people, you know what people are realizing about you is that people realize that you were being protective over people who were actually trying to keep you stuck, people that were trying to attack you, but you couldn't allow them to prey on you. So that's why you had to free yourself from a certain situation and not let yourself get stuck there, because you finally realized that you were protecting the people who were trying to harm you and keep you stuck. Okay, let's see what else now. Let's start at the top, I guess. People are also realizing about you, that you are a truly loving and giving person. And I also just heard that you are blessed, covered, and protected. People are realizing that you are blessed, covered, and protected, pile 1, and I believe that to be the truth. People are realizing that you are very loving and giving. They also realize now that you are loving and giving to the wrong person, somebody who was not willing to change for you, somebody who, it looks like, ghosted you and did some things that were, it feels like they were talking bad about you and never apologized for it. And that you were giving to this person, and that's who I believe you had to free yourself from. People are also realizing now that this might be the same person. Let me see. It's backwards, so that is the other person. People are realizing now that the truth of a situation that you were telling with I hope I'm saying this right, Alethea, this is truth. They were realizing you were telling the truth in a certain situation. There was a situation where somebody turned their back on you and was working with other people and spreading rumors about you. They were watching you, and now this person can't heal. This person hasn't healed because they're haunted by the thought of you and what they did to you, because they now realize you were a blessing in their life. Also, people realize that you're not a gold digger and you're not coming back. Okay, so with gold digger is that people realize it now that you're not, it could be that they're realizing you're not a gold digger, but I'm not sure if they ever really thought you were a gold digger. I feel it's more like somebody was speaking bad about you, trying to say you're a user. Like that you just use people, you're just using somebody or people for something. And people are now realizing that you're not a user. You don't use people. You're actually probably one of the most giving people they've ever known. And they realize now that you're not coming back to a certain person or a group of people. They realize you're not coming back, and they understand why now. They understand that there was a lot of lies about you and that the whole time you were telling the truth. People realize that you do your research, that you're no dummy. People realize that you know the truth of a situation, that you saw it the whole time, but that you held a lot of love for people, and that's why for people, especially it feels like a specific someone or maybe a couple someones, but it feels to be like there's a certain group that now realizes that you held a lot of love for someone despite the fact that you knew what they were doing to you or what they were saying about you, and that you knew what was going on. You'll do your research, you know the truth, you speak the truth, you are the truth, but that you're no dummy, but that you still had it feels like you still really cared for somebody, and that you were still being protective of this person, and that's why you chose to stick around maybe as long as you did. But that they understand that you're not coming back now. They know that you're not returning to this crowd or this person anymore. They also realize that you're okay with the things in the past that are now left unresolved. Well, maybe not okay with it. I think some of you are okay. Some of you, I feel like you're not okay with what happened. But I feel like despite the fact of everything that went unresolved, you're still not coming back. It feels to me like it feels to me like things didn't go as wished in a certain situation, and there was a lot of things that got left unsaid and unresolved from the past. Despite that, you're not coming back together with this person or these people, and people also realize that whatever their plans or intentions or what they were saying about you wasn't able to come together. Didn't go as they wished either. So, but that you're not coming back despite things being unresolved. People are also realizing that you have a lot of stability coming your way. They see things being very stable, and that you're working towards stability and having a lot of structure in your life. You're working towards that, and they see that happening for you either now or in the future. They see that's what you're working towards. I also see something here about, what is that? I don't know if somebody tried to accuse you of being a thief, but they're now realizing and seeing that you're not a thief or a user, that you were never trying to take something or use somebody for something. But I also feel like perhaps somebody might have tried to, they're realizing maybe that somebody else now is a thief or a user, and they weren't able to get away with it. They weren't able to do it. Maybe somebody might have even tried to steal from a family member of a boss of yours and make it look like it was you, and they weren't able to do that. People are realizing the truth of that situation now. People are also realizing you are no longer the same person, that you have completely transformed, and that you are aligning to what is your purpose and your path, and that you're not even the same person they used to know. They understand why you transformed, and I think a lot of people admire your healing, and a lot of people look at you in a completely different light now. I feel like there's a lot of false narratives around you at some point. People also realize now that, the reason a certain situation couldn't come together for you, it feels like in the love department, is because there was too many obstacles and challenges in order for something to take off, and that you wanted to come together in harmony, but there was just so many obstacles and challenges that were blocking something, and that's why you were too balanced for it. There was just too much, this other person or situation just had too much other chaotic things going on, and you couldn't start something that was just going to be so many challenges, so many problems. You wanted something balanced. Something, as they might say, equally yoked. So this is what I have for you today, Pile 1. It really feels to me that people are realizing just how loving and giving you are, how much you've changed, how much you're not the same person you used to be, and that you're not returning back to the past despite whatever didn't get resolved. You're moving forward, and that you are the truth. The whole time you were telling the truth. You weren't using anybody or talking bad. You were just protecting the wrong things because you cared too much. So that's what I have for you today, Pile 1. I hope that this resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe. I'd sure love to see you here again. I'm going to take it to Pile 2. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the purple candle, Pile 2, this is your reading. What have people realized about you? So we're switching it up a little bit today. I'm going to start right here at the bottom. As you guys know, I like to use a lot of different decks when I do my messages, because I don't just like to read the symbols and the omens, but I like to read patterns. It's part of how I intuitively pick up on things. So anyways, let's get right into it. So we're going to start with the animals. Yeah. People realize that, let's see, tiger reverse, firefly, upright, hawk reverse, frog reverse, deer reverse. People realize that you are like a light in the dark, that you were sent there to help lead people, but that you had to stop sharing your higher perspective because people refused to cleanse and purge themselves of all the negative energies and things they were exposing themselves and you to. And also that you're not one to be preyed on, and that's why you had to cut certain people off and out of your life. Okay? Let's start also, let's see right here, earth sign up, sexuality, reverse. Okay, so people are also realizing that you're very practical and that you don't sleep around. People are realizing that it's giving a real feeling of, you might be celibate right now. If you're not celibate, it definitely feels like you are not dating. But also that, or maybe you're just not giving people a chance, a lot of people a chance who are interested, but that you've never been the person who sleeps around. They're realizing that. People are also realizing, now we're just going to start at the top, I'm a little bit all over the place here. People are realizing, ooh, yeah, I love it when they all jump, like a pile jumps out, because it gives me a good storyline. So people are also realizing just how unfairly you were treated in the past. There is a situation where you are treated extremely unfairly. People realize just how unfairly you were treated in a situation. It feels like somebody decided to turn their back on you or leave you out in the cold. Maybe even somebody just turned their back on you. Somebody left you out. Somebody definitely they stopped giving to you. And they also are realizing now that that person is receiving karma. That person might even have problems with the law at this time. They also realize why you had to cut that person off, or they realize that the person is getting karma for cutting you off. They realize somebody's getting karma for cutting you off and not coming together with you, even though it feels like they knew that you were a soulmate. It feels like you had some kind of a soulmate or counterpart that didn't, a situation that didn't come together, and that either that person cut you off and is now receiving karma for cutting you off the way that they did, because they weren't giving to you and they just turned their back on you, and it was a very unfair situation. Also, people are realizing now that you are coming out victorious in a situation because people can't keep secrets from you. King of Swords twice in reverse. Somebody might have tried to get you in trouble with the law or with some kind of authority. Maybe it could even be at work with your boss, the law. You might not even be aware of this. You might not know that somebody might have tried telling a lie about you or involving you somehow to an authority, or speaking a lie about you to somebody who you view as an authority, maybe a boss, or if you're involved, say, in a church or a group, a fraternity, a society. If you're involved in anything like that, there might be a higher up that this is all kind of being channeled right now. I'm again getting this off the King of Swords in reverse, that somebody might have spread a lie about you to get you in trouble with somebody like with that kind of title. But if they did that, this person has now lost their protection. They realize now that you were sent in to be a guide to help this person. And people were somebody, it's either a specific someone, this could be that soulmate, or a group of somebody's, deeply regret cutting you off. They realize now that they could not hide anything from you. Spirit always shows you everything, and that's why you came out victoriously in a situation. They weren't able to beat you. It's like, I don't think it's that you were even realizing, it wasn't like you were trying to win. It's just, or I don't know if they were trying to win. I don't think you even realized maybe the situation that was happening, or tried to be in any kind of competition or game or something, but that it feels like somebody played a game with you. Not one that you started, but you still won. I'm hearing checkmate, yeah. Also, we have also the King of Cups coming out twice in reverse. Somebody is deeply in their feelings about you. This is probably that soulmate. It could be Tuesday. Because of the fact that there is the King of Swords coming out twice and the King of Cups. Now this is regardless of male or female. This is not gender specific. So the King of Cups could be a female. You know what I mean? This is just somebody who's it's the energy, it's the vibration of the King of Cups. So somebody is deeply in their feelings. They're overly emotional about you. They are in their feelings. They regret not giving you they regret not sharing their feelings with you. They regret not telling you how they feel. They regret not giving you the love and support and energy you deserve. And this person spies on you and still watches you a lot. They kind of get a kick out of what they see. But they're really, oh, this person's bad in their feelings. This person wants to come back and give to you, but they don't know how. This person is so in their feelings because I think they're realizing now, this is what they realize now, that you were always the one who you were always the one who is there for them. You were always giving to them. You were never false. And now this person realizes just what a huge mistake they made, and they want to come give to you. They just don't know how. Look at this. This is the Chariot, the second Chariot from the double majors. I'm just looking at his face. Whether this is a male or female, this second Chariot, this guy riding the Chariot, he's stopped the Chariot. He's got off the Chariot. He's taken his helmet off, and he's sitting there and he's looking, and the lion won't get up and ride forward. And he's like, how do I get this thing to move forward? This person doesn't know how to move forward with you. They do want to come forward and offer you something. This King of Cups, look at his face, how much is in his feelings. This person is so... I'm not laughing at them, but yeah, I kind of am. But this person is all in their feelings now about the past. They want to come give to you, but they just don't know how to move forward with this. They don't know how to do it. This person, oh, people are realizing how in tune you are. People are realizing how much you know. Also, people are realizing that you're very patient, but you're not going to play the waiting game with them. You're not doing it. People realize that you got tired of playing the waiting game in a certain situation, and that at this time, it feels to me that you are working on working on towards stability and having a solid foundation. You want a solid foundation. You're not going to come into union or be with somebody who's going to play games with you, and that you want what you deserve. You want what you deserve. You want what you deserve. And you deserve to have that happiness, solid foundation. And even if that means missing out on a soulmate or a counterpart, you will do that. Because as much as patient as you are, you're not going to play games with somebody. You're not. Also seeing here, courtship again, reverse. Yeah, you're not. It feels to me like you're not dating right now. A lot of you in this pile are probably celibate. You're just not going to do it. You're not going to do the games because I see at the top, you were treated very unfairly in a past situation. Somebody was very cold and hard to you. I feel like that person knew who you were, but maybe they just felt like you would always be there playing the waiting game, waiting on them. But you followed your intuition and moved forward because you know what you deserve. And this person's deeply in their feelings now, and everyone sees it. Everyone sees it. People realize now they can't hide shit from you. Try not to cuss. Let me see. The empty room. I forgot to pull one of these cards, so I just flipped the deck real quick. The empty room. Yeah. You're not, you're not gonna, what I'm channeling right now is that you're not gonna wait on nothing. It's like you know that people are gonna treat you how you let them treat you, and you finally was like, this is enough. This is enough. It feels like to me somebody really tried to play a game with you, and you just said no, and that you'd rather. It's like that. I'm hearing that phrase. I could do bad all by myself. And I don't think you're doing bad at all. I think you just realize, what am I doing here? Giving to this person, being good to this person, and they're playing a game with me, right? And a lot of people have realized. What I'm seeing the most here is people realize just how much. You know things, how much that you're gonna find things out. The more I'm seeing that with this High Priestess this way, and that light in the back. People realize the more they try to hide something from you, the more you know about it, because your intuition is too on point. Also, I have a specific way of reading cues in my cards, and when I'm shuffling the cards, and it does like the cowboy shuffle. I just said this recently in another reading. When it does a cowboy shuffle, that's a cue for me because I have ways of talking with my guides, like little signs that we've set up, so I know what certain things mean. When the cowboy shuffle, it's a sign of a a spirit coming through. So, and yes, we all have guides around us all the time, but this is specifically for me a sign of a loved one who's crossed over. So there's somebody on the other side who's around you a lot. So people are realizing that you have a lot of, you have somebody, if you want to call it a guardian angel, but this is more specifically somebody who you knew in this lifetime, who's on the other side, who looks out for you. People realize that spirits are around you, who are protecting you, have your back, who are going to make sure you know things. You might have some mediumship abilities. I'm feeling that too. And people realize that you were really sent to be a guiding light to them, to help them out, and that they tried to prey on you, use you, play games with you, and that's why you had to cut them off. And now, people are seeing now that somebody who's people also are realizing that you are still being spied on by somebody who played games with you that you had to cut off. A lot of people know that this person wants to move towards you. This person doesn't know how. So that's what I have for you today, my pile 2. I hope this resonated. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to see you here again. Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the red candle, pile 3, this is your reading. What have people realized about you? So, since we're in Aquarius season, I'm sticking true to starting all over the place. So I'm going to just be jumping all over the place and channeling these messages. So let's get it. Okay, so pile 3, what are people realizing about you? Oh, people are realizing that you are very stable and not all over the place. Like it feels like somebody was trying to say you're all over the place, that you weren't stable, but people are realizing that you are stable and that you aren't all over the place. People are also realizing now that they want to make things better with you. They want there to be water under the bridge, but they can't because they burned the bridge. They realize now that you were sent in their life to be a connection from one way of living to another, but they burned the bridge, and now as much as they want there to be just water under the bridge and make things to be okay, they can't because they burned the bridge. That's what people are realizing about you. People are also realizing that they should have listened to the caution and the warnings from Spirit before they tried effing with you, but they didn't. And also people are realizing that you're not somebody who's easy to get over. Adjudication and despair. People are realizing that everybody who effed with you is getting karma. People are realizing that the people who you and everybody who did with you are getting karma, and they're not in a good place now. People are also realizing, that you've got some big spirit guides watching over you. People are realizing just how spiritual, how guided, protected, blessed, covered you are, and that you are the Empress or the Emperor. That you're sitting pretty, you're looking good. Things are, whatever people, it feels to me, because the cards I'm seeing, it feels like somebody really tried to pull some fuck shit with you, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. Yeah, people realize that you refuse to move forward with certain people because they refuse to change. The people who refuse to change their ways, you will not move forward with. What is this? Hold on. People are realizing now that they got themselves, it feels to me like somebody made some kind of deal, or whether it was marriage, a business contract. Somebody realizes that they entered into something and now they have to fight to get out of it, but it feels like they did it just out to spite you. Like somebody realizes now that they shouldn't have entered into something or got involved in something out to spite you, and that now they have to fight that. It's caused a lot of problems for them. There's an interesting storyline here. What? Who are these people? Who is trying to mess with you, pile 3? This is what all the energy is showing up is people are realizing about things that happened. What people are realizing about you is more about people are realizing what happened to other people for fucking with you. I know it's not funny, but it's what I'm seeing. It's like, it's a lot. It feels like people are realizing just how much crap happened to other people who tried to fuck with you. People are realizing that, feels to me like there might have been an emotionally manipulative female I don't know if this was in your life or someone else's life, but it feels to me like this person was gossiping about you, saying a lot of bad things about you, maybe having people even watch you or spy on you. This person was keeping tabs on you or having people keep tabs on you. This person was trying to manifest a lot of problems in your life. This person's now been dethroned, if you might say. This person fell off their throne. This person is not sitting pretty right now. It feels like a lot of things went wrong for them. With the Tower and the Devil coming out, I'm hearing they've been dealt with. Yikes. Yeah, I know when I'm channeling for you or for someone else, this person's being dealt with. People are realizing they got dealt with. That everybody who tried to drop a tower on you got dealt with. Ooh. And people are also realizing now that somebody was obsessed with you. Devil and the Sun vice versa and reversed. People are realizing now that somebody was trying to hide they had an obsession for you. Somebody was keeping their obsession for you a secret or trying to, and now everybody realizes that that person was obsessed with you. And I'm also hearing ain't no sunshine when she's gone, whether you're a male or a female. People are realizing that when you pull away, things don't go their way. People are also now realizing how beautiful you are, how attractive you are, how much you've always been. People are realizing how independent and stable you are. Whether you have a job or your own home, you don't have to, but people are realizing that you're a very independent person, that you really don't need other people, that you only were trying to help, I'm hearing. And now people see how attractive you are and how independent you are. Okay, also, let's see. People are also realizing now that you're finally coming out of your shell. That you want a happy family, and that you're working on stability and having a happy family. That you also, people are realizing that you don't want to just be wanted for your looks. People are realizing that you don't care to be admired or be looked at as just a trophy, that you're more than just a handsome face or a pretty face. You know what I mean? You're more than just your looks, that there's a lot more to you, a lot more substance to you. People also realize that you're not going to jump into anything foolishly, that you want something real. You only want somebody who's offering you something real. And it's not even that it has to be a lot of money or a lot of riches. It's that you just want it to be real, not fake. You're not just going to foolishly jump in and enter into anything foolishly. And that after everything you've been through, because it really feels like there was a narrative here where people really try to pull some F with you and a lot of lies and gossip. People are now seeing the truth of just how stable you are, how independent you are, how protected you are, and how that everybody who tried with you got dealt with. And they realize now that somebody was obsessed with you, and that people should have heeded the warning and the cautions and the signs they saw about that to not with you, and that you're not somebody who's easy to get over. This is what people are realizing about you, Pile 3. Very interesting. I love it. So if this resonated, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in another reading or another pile. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose the pink candle, Pile 4, this is your reading. What have people realized about you? So let's get right into it. Okay, so from the cards I'm seeing, there's some similarities to Pile 3. So maybe some of you came from Pile 3. But we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Whenever the cards come out together, like a group like this, I keep them because they usually tell a storyline. However, these cards, the archetypes, are a little harder to tell in a storyline, but I'm going to try. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. People are realizing now that okay. People are realizing now that everything they tried to do. People are realizing now that the seeds they planted. It's like people, okay, I'm stumbling on my words here, but I know what I'm trying to say, sorry. People are realizing now that the things they tried to do and make happen didn't work because they switched up on you, and they should have never done that. People are realizing now that you are healing and that you are a healer and that you were sent to help them, but they were very poisonous to you, and now they're receiving karma for that. They also realize now that you are healing and cleansing and purging and cleansing people out of your life and situations out of your life and healing from the things that they did to you. While they're at this time, it feels like a lot of people are getting karma. Yeah. Okay, let's start. Let's go back to the top now. Okay. Pile 4. What happened to you? I am so sorry. From the cards I'm seeing here, something up happened. Something fucked up happened. This might not be everyone's pile who comes to this, because this is feeling a little bit specific. But this was messed up. This was messed up. Something happened here. People are now realizing that you were bullied. That people were trying to bully you. People were trying to slow you down and stop you. People were trying to bring a lot of problems your way. Then they also realized that people were working in the dark. People were clicking up and working in the dark against you. That there was, it seems to me like that some people clicked up and had a plan, like, it almost feels like targeted you. It's what it's feeling like. I mean, we have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, and next to the 3 of Pentacles. People were working together against you. And this is messed up. They were trying to slow you down. People realize now they should have never listened to what they were hearing. They should have never, it feels to me like people were even watching you, keeping tabs on you, maybe even investigating you, spying on you, and that it was all false information, that there was a false narrative. People, oh, I love this. Also with the Lizard, people are now realizing that you got out of every single trap they tried to set for you. That you got away and got out of it. It's almost like magic. They've never seen anything like that before. A lot of people don't know how you got out of the situations that they tried to put you in, how you got out of the traps they set for you, but you got away. You got out of it like almost by magic. People are now realizing that Ace of Swords, vice versa, and reversed. People are realizing that you were lied on. People are realizing they should have never listened to the lies that were told about you. People are realizing now that you're actually a very loving, nice person, and that you are very spiritual, very loving, and that you have guidance from spirit. You're nothing like what was said about you. People realize it was very hard for you to heal from the things that they either tried to do or did do to you. People realize they caused a lot of mental turmoil for you. And they realize now also too that that's why they've been removed from your life. People understand now that the reason why they were removed from your life is for the things that they were doing in the dark. And trying to keep secret from you. That you found out that's why they were eclipsed from your life. People realize now that you're actually a very hard-working person. You're a very stable person, or that you're working towards stability. People realize that you're very balanced and very giving. People realize that you talk kindly about others. You're not mean and you're not vicious. A lot of people are realizing now that a lot of people are seeing now that a lot of people want to return and come back to you. A lot of people want to return and come back to you. I feel like a lot of people want to come make it right and tell you the truth. A lot of people want to give you that because they feel it's owed to you. A lot of people wish they weren't so slow to move, but where people wish they would have been kinder sooner is what I'm hearing. Hanged Man in reverse and the Star. Oh yeah. People are now realizing now that any opportunities they tried, that any problems they caused for you, that anything that they made you miss out on, that you're still receiving those opportunities, that you had to take, you gained a lot of spiritual enlightenment and knowledge, and were able to evolve over and past the situations that they tried to put you in, and that they did put you in, and that you are healing, and that you are a healer, and that you could have been very healing to them. They realize that you have a purpose, and that you are aligning with your purpose, and that anything they try to do to stop you and have you held up and put a pause on your life, they weren't able to. The opportunities are still opening for you, and that you are still moving forward, that they really stopped nothing. They might have slowed you down, but they didn't stop nothing. Sorry. Good for you, Pile 4, and I'm so sorry you went through this. Something here was vicious, and there was multiple people involved, and it was that. But it's like you got out of it, but still, I could tell it really played a toll on you, and it was based off of lies that were told about you. People realize now you're getting your wishes. They know you're going to get what you want. They know that things go your way, and that you're fully aware of the truth of everything that was going on. People also realize now that they were out of line for the partnerships and alliances they were making behind your back, and that they should have been in alignment with you. They wish they would have partnered up with you and been on your team instead of the other team. People realize now that you're not, what is that, an NPC, a non-playable character. People try to make it seem like you are just like, an extra. Like you weren't like the main person. Like people tried to treat you like you were just some extra, like somebody who was easily discarded. They tried to treat you and act like you were just somebody who was easily discarded, but now they're realizing that you're very, very privileged. And by that, I mean spiritually gifted. You are very evolved. You have a lot of spiritual gifts. You are very advanced. You're not somebody who can be discarded because you have a purpose. People also realize you're not down bad anymore, that you're healing and that you're moving forward, and that nothing they did really was able to stop you. Oh, yeah. And somebody really, and someone specific right now really realizes that they took a huge gamble by listening to other people and giving to other people instead of giving to you, and that they realize they lost you because of the foolish decisions they made. And that could be also as in friends or romantic wise. That's what people are realizing about you. That they had you all wrong. They listened to the wrong people. That you were being bullied. You were being picked on. You were being targeted. That people were trying to slow you, stop you down. There's a lot of vicious gossip, a lot of rumors, a lot of spying, even investigating, looking in on you. Feels like maybe even hacking and stuff like that. And it was all lies. That you're actually truly a really nice person, very loving, very giving. And that this was something that was hard for you to heal from. And people realize now why they were removed from your life. Wow. I'm glad you're healing and in alignment, pile 4. Good for you. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. If this resonated, please like and subscribe. I sure would love to see you here again. I'm going to take it to pile 5. Hi, pile 5. If you chose the yellow candle, pile 5, this is your reading. What are people realizing about you? What have people realized about you? So, I'm starting from the bottom and just jumping all over the place. So let's get right into it, pile 5. Okay, we have Eros, the Nectar, and the Bardo. Ooh. People are realizing that you're very attractive and that you have a lot going for you. People are also realizing that at this time you are in a transitional state, that you are changing from one way of being to another. One way of living to another. You're like in between two different realities almost. Like you're the way it was and the way it's about to be. And but they know that you're very attractive and you have a lot going for you and a lot coming to you. Also, I see here that people are realizing that you don't want to go in cycles. You're creating a new life for yourself. People are realizing that you are creating a lot for yourself, and that you don't want to go into karmic cycles. That the people who didn't decide to connect with you, a lot of them actually ended up in karmic cycles and are repeating cycles of the past, and that you're trying to create something new from yourself and not repeat the past. People are also realizing that they thought wrong about you. It's like, I'm hearing they had you up. Like they thought they knew you, but they didn't. They really, really misunderstood you and underestimated you, I'm hearing. And that they didn't get what they wanted in a certain situation with you, or they weren't able to take something from you. People are realizing now that they really didn't know you. You're not who they thought they were, that they thought wrong about you. And that they're not getting what they want because of thinking wrong about you, of not knowing you the right way. People realize that you were very triumphant in a certain situation, because you were always telling the truth, that you spoke the truth and that you knew the truth and that you were telling the truth, and that you had to cut out all the BS, and that now you're healing from a lot of BS from the past. That it seems like you're coming out of an isolation period where you had to kind of be in solitude to heal from things. People are also realizing that it feels like you're not really entertaining the love department, that you feel like you've put up a wall around letting people in, is what it feels like. People are realizing now that you're not letting people in because it feels like of a lot of things that happened in the past. Like I said, they had you, right? They thought they knew you, but they thought wrong about you. People are also realizing now that you're not one to be controlled or juggled. You are not one to be controlled. People are realizing you are not one to be controlled. You're not one to be juggled. You're not one to be lied to. You're not going to stick around with people who are in two minds about you and can't make up their mind, going back and forth. And that you're not one to stay stuck in that place waiting on these kinds of people. That you will cut them off. People also realize, this is interesting. We have rabbit, raccoon, camel, panther. Oh, people realize that you will sit back and watch silently to hear what they say and do, and that you learn a lot about people. People realize that you can go without a lot. People realize that you're a survivor, that you know how to be in certain situations and how to make it and survive other situations that other people wouldn't be able to get through. You'll get through because you have the tools and you know how to like save up your energy for certain things and what not to give your energy to, because you know how to go, like you can survive. Like people who feel like they're these big, Billy badasses and that they could just go around punking people and being bullies and being mean, they wouldn't be able to make it through the things you've made it through though, because you know how to survive. You're a true survivor. Like you put a panther out in the desert, it's gonna die. You put a camel out in the desert, it can hold water for days, weeks, right? It'll survive. People realize you'll survive in situations they couldn't, even though they try to portray themselves as some big, or try to act like predators or some big badass. They can't make it through what you've made it through. That you're a survivor. They also know you know how to sit and lie back and be quiet and wait and watch and observe things. And that's how you normally catch people up, because you watch what people actually say and do, and people end up normally telling on themselves because you know how to sit back and be silent and observe things and see things for what they truly are. People are realizing this about you. People are also realizing that you were telling the truth in a certain situation. People are realizing that you knew what was really going on in a situation, that you caught somebody up in a lie, somebody was doing something deceptive, maybe even trying to steal something, or that it feels like it might not have even been your partner. This is weird. It could have been your partner, but it feels like you knew about somebody else's partner or relationship where somebody was being sneaky and cheating and outdoing the most. And maybe this person was trying to manifest something, like make something happen with you, and they couldn't, and that this person missed out on an opportunity with you because you knew it's almost like you already knew they were cheating on their partner. So, and you called it out. So you're like, why would I entertain you when I'm watching you cheat on your person? Right? Yeah. That somebody wasn't able to be like an F girl or F boy with you because you knew what they were really up to. You also knew that this person was lying about how much either they had going on for themselves, like whether it's like they try to lie about how much money they had or what they had going on. You knew it wasn't what they were portraying it to be. Also, people know that they lost out in a situation with you because they left you waiting for too long and they tried putting you through too much. People also are realizing now that you're very loving. You're very caring, you're very giving. You have, like I said, you have a lot going for you. There's a lot of growth. You bring growth and you speak life into things. You bring things to life. There's growth, life around you. You bring life to situations. You speak life into situations. You make things grow. You bring growth. You have a lot of growth. People also realize, though, that you don't always speak about what you know. It goes hand in hand with what I was saying earlier with that raccoon. With this High Priestess coming out in reverse, what I'm channeling from this is the second High Priestess from the double majors. And normally the High Priestess is holding that scroll, holding all that knowledge. But in this, she's got the scroll open, she's reading it. But in reverse, so you don't tell people how much you know. People are realizing you have a good poker face. That you never let on how much you know about something. That you'll sit there and play the part like, oh, okay, whole time you know everything. I love it. Yeah, so that's what people are realizing about you. You can't be controlled. You're not going to be juggled. You're not going to be lied to. You will cut people off. You're not going to sit around and wait. You'll just cut people off, and you will sit back because you know you have mastered the art of sitting back and observing and seeing things for what they truly are and not what people pretend to be in your face. Nice. That you're not going to repeat these old cycles. People really thought they knew you, but they didn't. They had you all wrong. They thought wrong about you. They thought they knew who you were, but they really didn't know you. And that's why they weren't able to have their way with you and get away with certain things. That's what people are realizing about you. Pile 5. This was great. I hope this resonated. I hope you feel called to like and subscribe. I'm getting ready to do a personal reading right now, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Thank you for coming by. I will see you guys in another reading.